All right, so go ahead and you do the intros today.
No.
Why not?
Okay. Let me think. Why are you gonna put me in the spot like this? We're doing Q&As from your Patreon, right?
Yeah, today we're doing Q&As. You want me to let me do the intros.
Yeah.
Actually. What's going on, people? Today we back at it again. I got my lovely wife with me. Addie, you back?
I'm back.
Why you whispering on the mic again?
Sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Amateur. I got my lovely wife with me today. And, I've been enjoying the videos that we've been doing together. It's been a while since we did another one.
Yeah. Our last one was the helicopter one.
Yeah. So we've been coming up with ideas on what videos to make. And, Addie brought up a good idea. Why don't we do some form of Q&A? I'm like, we got a whole bunch of Patreons. So let me ask the Patreons to send in some questions. Yeah, send in some questions, some topics that we could discuss. So big shout out to the Patreons for sending in questions. We appreciate y'all. And we want to keep this going, man. So y'all have any topics, any questions, anything you want us to react to, go ahead and send it into Patreon and we'll drop a video once we get enough. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this is from...
Go in order.
Should I go in order?
Yeah, because then you're gonna get confused.
All right, this is from Pat, the logo guy. He says, why do women stay in a relationship when they apparently hate you, but when you break up, all these problems come up?
Okay, so I think he's trying to say, like, he didn't realize that there was all these issues and that this person never really liked them until after they broke up. The truth kind of came out.
The truth came out. The truth always comes out.
I mean, I feel like that goes without being said with, like, most relationships where you kind of, like, stay in the status quo. If something is bothering you, you don't really say it, that kind of thing. But I think there's also the flip side where it's like maybe this person did communicate these things with you, but it wasn't until after you broke up that you're actually truly hearing them now.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
There's two ends to it, but I feel like what's it saying, like, why do they stay with you in a relationship when they apparently hate you? I don't think anyone can be with someone that they hate.
They tolerate you.
They're tolerating them.
They
maybe,
tolerate you.
at that point. Maybe it got so bad that like I don't even like this person anymore, but I'm just tolerating them.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could never be with someone that I hate,
Yeah. That hate is definitely
or even
a strong
dislike.
word.
I can't be with someone that I dislike either.
Yeah.
But it's like maybe they're the kind of person that bottle up all these emotions, and then now that they feel like they have the chance to say something because maybe they're broken up or
now.
fight or
yeah,
something.
and then everything comes out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Pretty much body that question
Yeah.
from Pat, the logo guy. Shout out to you. All right, the next question is from Sofa Spy. He says, what were your original thoughts when you went on your first date with Kofi? Anything guys can do to improve the first date experience? So, yeah, what was your first thoughts?
I thought you were mad shy. First of all, you cooked me a meal and you didn't even eat it. So I'm like, yo, are you trying to poison me? Or like, well, you didn't eat your food that you cooked for me. And then I asked you, like, aren't you going to eat? You're like, no, I'm not really hungry. Or what did you say to me today? You're not really hungry or something along those lines.
You see, now looking back at it.
That's creepy.
So, our first date was actually at my place. It was during like the COVID time, so we couldn't really even go out like that.
Yeah.
I think what did we try to do? We tried to book a reservation. But she liked me so much she wanted to come back to my place pretty much. You know what I mean? She wanted
that
to go.
Sounds mad right.
So yeah, we were pretty much watching Good Girls and I cooked you
Stranger
food. So
Things.
yeah, you know what I mean? I'm a chef low key in the kitchen, you know what I mean? I could do a 1-2 thing.
It was good, but I just like at first I was like, should I even take a bite?
But yeah, it was a little weird. I did it was our first time linking up, and I said I'm gonna cook her some pad thai. And I don't know why I didn't choose pizza. Maybe I just truly wasn't really hungry. But I should have ate at least a little bit to show you, like, I didn't poison
safe,
the food.
yeah.
Girl probably thought I, you know what I mean?
And then you were watching me eat it like this. You're like, yeah, like, is it good? So I'm like, yo, this guy really poisoned me.
Yeah. He also says anything guys can do to improve the first date experience. And personally, from my experience, my very short list of experiences with women, dinner dates are probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
You need to, for a first date, you need to be somewhere, you could get to know
I feel like the
each other.
movies or something, like anytime I've been on a first date and it was at the movies, it was like we're just sitting there.
Yeah, because you're just sitting there. You're not really trying to talk to disturb the people around you.
If we were to go to dinner before or even after that,
then that might be
cool.
That's
yeah,
cool,
like there's a couple of times where like I think when we were first getting to each other, we went to the movies. By that time, we already kind of knew each other.
Yeah.
So there wasn't that like awkward silence or like
exactly. We were comfortable with each other before watching movies. So I really don't recommend a movie date for the very first date unless it's at your place. But actually going to the movies,
because you can't talk, you're annoying other people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Unless you do like a drive-in.
You're literally gonna just sit there and watch the movie and not speak and
you don't even know
walk
the
out.
person well enough to like, oh, can I touch the person? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So
It'd be just awkward.
It's awkward. But a dinner and a movie is cool. Ask them what their interests are. So like, let's just say like she likes to go bowling. Take her bowling. Let's just say she's told you a lot of times that she likes going to museums and take her to like an art gallery or a museum or something.
Pretty much anywhere where y'all could talk.
Yeah, and kind of feel out the person versus just like sitting down
watching music. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up that pretty good. This question's from Tunde Abimbola. He says, "Why are guys the designated cameraman when it comes to outing and vacations?" Also, Addie, how would you rate Kofi's camera skills? My camera skills are top tier.
Out of a 10, I'd give you like an 8.
What do you mean an 8?
An 8. That's a good number. Because sometimes you be doing too much.
You know what? I'm gonna expose a little bit. So this is how it goes every time I'm taking pictures of Addie. When I take the pictures, she hates them. She absolutely hates them. Then she goes through another phase where she's like, let me see them pictures again. Right? She goes through the pictures. You know what? This one's not that bad. Heart. I'm going to send these to myself. Then stage 3, next thing, these pictures are all over Instagram. That's exactly what you do every single time.
No, not every single time. There's sometimes where I'm like, yo, that picture's actually nice the first time around. But there's days where like your vision is not my vision. And so like I'm just like, I'll give you an 8 out of 10. That's pretty good.
All right, I'll take the 8 out of 10.
You're better than most people.
Yeah. But why are guys the cameraman? Girls like taking pictures.
You don't even like taking. If I ask, like, let's take a picture, like only if it's with the two of us, not like.
Yeah, you know.
There's a couple days where you want, like, if you like your outfit or the scenery.
Yeah, if I'm looking extra fresh or I'm at a location.
Yeah,
I feel like I need a picture.
The scenery or like we're somewhere cool, then you want to take a picture, but you rarely will be like, yo, I want to take a picture.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Tunde. This question is from my boy Meds. He says.
It's a lengthy one.
He says, I lose interest quickly and toss girls aside in 3 to 4 months, sometimes less. What the F is wrong with me? I really do want to find a good girl, so what gives? I just turned 30 and don't want to go outside as fuck like blackbond.
Who's that?
It's somebody in the gaming community. He's an older head, but he moves like a little bit like a gigolo, I guess. You know what I mean? He resides in
mid-30s or something. Or
yeah,
40s,
he's like mid-30s. He likes going to bars, pick up white girls. That's his like.
I mean, hey, everyone's got their thing. Okay, let me get to this.
Yeah, so he's asking you for help. So. Give him some advice. Give my boy Med some advice.
I lose interest quickly. I feel like I used to be like that, but again, those people I never really liked. So like, I would give them like a couple of weeks to a month, and then I'm like, I'm good. Like, yeah, I got my feel of you. I'm really good now. Like, I'm okay because I never really truly liked them, you know. Mm-hmm. So maybe it's just the fact. Am I talking into the mic?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. You're good.
Maybe it's the fact that like you don't actually like these people. Or maybe you're too immature to actually have a committed relationship, and that's cool too. Not everyone's meant to have one, but if you're saying that you want one, make the effort to actually like get to know the person, not leave when things get hard, or truly dive deep into like, yo, why did I lose interest in this person? Is it a me thing or is it actually a them thing?
Yeah, I think with Meds, I think commitment might be
the issue there.
His issue, because I've spoken to him before, and he says like he's met some really dope girls that
it's commitment.
He likes, but I guess after
you're
some
putting
time,
all his business out there.
Nah, but I guess he's cool. I'm not saying too much, but I guess after time, He just said he gets bored of them. He gets bored of the
But
girls and is on to the next.
Why exactly? Is it because you, in your mind, you're like, there's so many girls out there, like I want to try them all, kind of thing?
So I don't know. Maybe maybe he's still in his whole phase. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, men take longer to gather that phase.
Maybe he's still in. Meds, you probably just still in the whole phase,
which is cool too.
And it's gonna get to a point where
you do want to settle down, and then you'll meet the person that you want to
settle down. It's gonna get to a point. You're, you know what I mean. Your hairline gonna start receding. Your hairline's gonna start receding. You know what I mean? You're gonna start balding. And the shorties ain't gonna be pulling up to you like, you know, like they used to. Then at that time, you're gonna be like, yo, I might have to just hold down somebody. But
low-key, there's been guys like that I know where they try to talk to any girl at that point because they're trying to get married because, like, their hairline is faded. Their hairline is faded. I know a couple guys like that. No, but I feel like if he says in the thing that, like, he wants to have.
Yeah, he wants.
Yeah, so if wanting one isn't the same as actually making the effort to actually do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you like the idea of it versus actually being in, like,
exactly. Well, like, everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know, everybody's situation is not the same. So, I don't know. Maybe he's about that single life. Maybe he likes the comfort of it also for being single, but also having a partner to have fun with and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true. It's like you want someone like where you go to the movies, the mall.
Yeah, like the
dinner.
Yeah,
that
like
kind
the
of
company.
Thing. Have fun with them. Go like skate, like whatever.
Yeah, then also you probably like to not be bothered and you just want your alone time sometimes. So maybe after some time, like, yo, just leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then he probably gets in a phase.
I feel that.
Then he gets in a phase where he wants to be with somebody again, and you know.
Yeah.
So it could be just that.
For a while, I feel like everyone's been like that for a while. We're just like, I'm good because, like, I'd rather be single, but I kind of want that person for those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to my boy Meds. You're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be good.
I like it.
This question is from Marcus Dole Terrell. He says, "Do you believe a relationship is worth continuing if one cheats?"
No.
You see, this is where we're gonna have a huge divide, right? Because
he wants to cheat. He wants to cheat.
This is where we're gonna have a huge divide. It's not because I want to cheat, but you know,
do.
Look, everyone on my YouTube knows me that I'm the nice guy. Like, I'm very forgiving and like and stuff like that. I'm like a nice. It's kind of my character, my personality. Like, I'm the nice guy. How I feel like this is it's nuances to this.
Yeah. It's not black and white.
You know, I don't think it's just like, okay, yo, you did this, then we're done. Out.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's situation is different. That's why we have seen that's
also their choice,
examples.
You know? Yeah, that's their choice.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like there's no right or wrong. Like, if like you truly believe like you could work through a cheating relationship, like where someone's cheated on you or like whatever, that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not something that you should be pressured, or it's you have to make the decision yourself that if you want to continue with this.
Yeah.
All right. So when I say there's nuances to this,
you think that there's levels.
It might be a little bit of levels.
Level one.
Okay, look, the ultimate betrayal to me personally, and this is just my opinion, right, is someone sleeping with somebody else. Like, that's like, or like, yo, you just violated marriage. Like, you violated marriage, yo, to the next level. Okay, for me personally, I still don't know. I haven't been put in this position. You know what I mean? So I don't know how I would personally act. Maybe my mind might change if I'm actually in this position. But I feel like
that's true too.
If I
you can say a lot of what you would do
what I did when I'm in it, I don't know how I'll feel. So I just want to put that out there. But I feel like if I seen like, my girl was liking another dude's picture, some people consider that cheating. If my girl was entertaining somebody in a DM, or just like such shit, like weird shit, or
that's
a weird flirt. Some people say that's cheating too.
Like everyone's definition of cheating will be different.
You know what I mean?
Entertaining someone online through text, all that kind of stuff, in my opinion, would be considered cheating, because what other motive would you have other than trying to get with this person? You know what I mean? Even if you haven't gone and done the act of having sex with someone, the intent is still there, and I feel like that's still enough. You know
what? Because this is my single days. I remember I was on, we young people, so I was on the dating app. I was on Tinder or something like that, and I was talking to a girl on Tinder, and I
think you told me this story.
I think I told you this story before. We were talking, everything was going good, but after some time, she was like, "Yo, what am I like doing?" She was like, "What am I doing?" Like,
she told you?
Yeah, she's like, "Yo, like as things were like, okay, we're gonna link up, we're gonna link up and stuff like that. Yeah, she's like, yo, low key, man's have a guy, and you know, like,
yeah, it's real.
Whether she was telling the truth or if she was lying, but some people like use them social media platforms to entertain themselves and stuff like that, which that's, I think that's sus in itself. Like, why do you need to seek validation from other people? When like, why you when we're in a whole relationship, like that's like another issue in itself. But I'm thinking, I think to myself sometimes, if I caught my partner doing something like that, is that like, yo, I'm kicking you to the street after that? I don't know. I have to think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. I have to think about it. I don't know how I would feel if it actually happened.
It would depend on how the conversations went. Like, let's just say I saw something on your phone that I didn't like, and it was like, let's just say you're entertaining a girl on there, or like there's someone in your DMs that's constantly there. I also feel like it's one, how the person reacted to the situation. So like, were you entertaining it? How long were you, like, you know, like that kind of thing? What stuff was being said? Was there an intent there to meet up? But at the same time, I'm not a detective. I'm not gonna go dive deep. If I feel like that's from the first sight of it is wrong, it's wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be there trying to make or create a story to try to stay.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All of this is wrong. First of all, I don't want to make it seem like it's right. All of this is wrong. But I'm just saying, like, is it possible to maneuver through that to get to a better?
There's people who stay in relationships all the time when they've been cheated on. Like, I have friends who have been cheated on, and like maybe at one point in time they had broken up, but then they forgave. You know, like all these things happen. You know, it happened.
See, so like I said, it would depend the level of violation for me personally, and I feel like every situation I would have to look at it, because I also we have random talks like this all the time too, right? So I be bringing up scenarios where like, yo, how about we've been in a long-lasting relationship, 4 years. We're at long last. Everything is great. I go out to the club with my boys. I get a little too tipsy where I'm still conscious of what I'm doing, but I'm not thinking all the way straight. I'm drunk. I'm having a good time. I end up kissing the bartender, right? I end up kissing the bartender on some dumb shit. Nothing crazy. Like I pet. Right? Kiss the bartender. How are you reacting to that? How are you reacting to that?
First of all, I'm beating your ass. But no, like, really?
Like,
the way how I view it,
and I came back and I was forgiven. Like, I'm like, I fucked up. I wasn't thinking, you know, the boys were rallying me up. Truthful. And I came and I told you the truth.
Again, I'm still beating your ass. But the way how I view is that someone who truly, truly, truly values you isn't going to put themselves in the position to ever do anything to even potentially lose you. So I feel like that's a sloppy decision. Like, okay, you went to the bar and you got drunk. That's already like one thing, whatever. You got drunk with your friends. That's cool, whatever. But then you took the extra mile and you did, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're in a whole relationship, there is no, in my opinion anyway, like everyone's different, but there's no room for that kind of error. Personally.
So you think that's it's done. It's a wrap. It's finito.
For some people it could be.
How about, I'm asking for you. You think
I mean, yeah.
Damn, I can't mess around out here.
That's what I be trying to say. You be trying to cheat. You be trying to cheat.
Hey man, I ain't getting drunk at the clubs no more. I ain't kissing nobody. So we straight. All right, so let's move on to the next question. This one is from Nick Knack. Shout out to you. He says, does employment and how much a person make matter in a relationship? Scenario, for example. Instead of his current job, suppose Kofi had a minimum wage job and makes less than ADDIE, or vice versa. How important is that when it comes to dating somebody? You take it away.
I feel like it is important, especially the older you get, when you want to build with someone. I feel like maybe me 6-7 years ago, I don't care if
I wouldn't care either.
Yeah, because like my goals at
my life is not even in order to.
I was still in university, like doing my thing, like whatever. My goals at the time aren't to find a partner who's long lasting personally for me. I mean, there's people who get married in their early 20s. That's completely their decision. And that's like, at that point in time, I'm sure you're looking at those things. But for me, that wasn't my goal. So those are things I never thought about. But now in my late 20s, that's definitely something that would matter, because if my goals don't align with your goals, whether it's financially, like all these things, then we can't be together personally.
Exactly.
Unless the person's working towards something else.
That's pretty much how I view it. Listen, if I found out that you were working at Wendy's or McDonald's or when we first met, I don't think I would be like, okay, I'm not talking to this girl. I would still want to get to know you. I want to see like, okay, is this just a stage
temporary
one,
thing, yeah.
temporary
I could be
thing
in
for you?
school.
Are you studying to do something
Yeah,
else?
because I worked retail jobs all
Yeah.
throughout college and university.
Yeah.
So it's like I use that as like pocket money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
buy my textbooks, pay my phone bill.
exactly.
a
If
whole
you're
bunch
doing
of
that, I
stuff.
think that's cool. And I would, at this big age I'm talking about, this big age,
Yeah.
maybe 28, I would still want to pursue something with you. But if
You're not 27, you're 28.
did I say I'm 27?
I think you did.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Sometimes I
anyway.
get confused,
Yeah.
anyways. But if I found out that
That's all I wanted
that's
to
all you,
do.
all
Okay,
you,
so say I said to you, like,
you wanted to do, and
you
that was your
asked
only
me-
ambition in
Right.
life, and
If
like
you
you're
asked
okay
me,
here.
Hey, like, what do you do for a living? I'm like, yep, I work at McDonald's. And you're like, oh, what else? I'm like, I work at McDonald's. Like, that's my job.
I'm like, yo, what do you like? What's your goals?
Working at McDonald's. Working at McDonald's.
Then, yo, I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to, because life is expensive. There's
Yeah.
you know, and I know that like women usually be like, love, how about the love? And I feel like I definitely feel love is important, and I love you so much, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You better.
Right? And that's important, but I feel like other things freaking matter. Like,
Yeah.
I feel
Love
like
is not enough to hold a relationship. Otherwise, people will never break up.
Exactly, because
People always get out of relationships because of
finances
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Once stuff can't get
It
done,
gets hard. You get kids. You have a mortgage.
then more stretch, then
cars,
fights happen
like
in the
all- yeah.
relationship, then next thing you know, y'all hate each other.
Yeah.
Y'all
But
hate
you know,
each
the
other.
one thing I've always been taught by my mom is have your own money as a woman. Like, get your own. Like, yeah, we have our joint bank account as a married couple who
Yeah.
are going to be paying mortgage and have children and that kind of thing. But it's so important for women to have their own. Like,
Yeah.
have your own money, have your own bank account, have an
I like
estate
Miss
plan.
Independent. I do like Miss Independent type
Yeah.
of woman. Like,
Yeah.
I really do. I like to know that my girl will be okay without me being there.
For sure, yeah.
You know,
You're not
it's not
supposed
like
to be raising me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Neither am I supposed to
Exactly.
be raising you.
I feel like, yo, if I'm not in the picture, you're gonna be straight and
Mm-hmm.
you can handle things, and that's me. Some guys like the control though, too. Some
Everyone's
guys like the
different, yeah,
control
for
that, like,
sure.
yo, I don't want my girl
wanna
to work.
be the
I want to
alpha,
do.
yeah.
I want to do everything for you, and you can't do nothing without me.
But
That's like some toxic
a very,
shit.
Yeah, that's
like
a very
toxic
manipulative tactic that
Yeah.
people use so that in the end they can't leave.
Yeah, then you stuck.
Yeah, you can't
No
leave.
matter what,
Yeah.
you stuck. Because now you're not just thinking about, okay,
Where am I gonna live?
where am I gonna-
What
exactly.
food am I gonna eat? Like
exactly.
like,
That's
all
why
that
it's
kind of
good for
stuff.
each person
to have,
their own.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like when it comes to, you know, finances, and as you get older, that stuff 100% matters
for sure.
in a relationship.
For sure.
When-
People who are saying it don't are lying.
Yeah.
It matters.
Yeah. So I think we pretty much nailed that one. All right, so this question is from Fresh Homie Sean. He says, in your opinion, does Kofi spend too much on his gaming hobby? How much will y'all think is too much when looking at each other's spending habits within their hobby? So video games is definitely the most I spend my money on, like besides my bills and stuff like that.
I would say your hobby, being a gamer, from what I can see, is an expensive hobby just because there's always something late that comes out.
Something new that comes out, right?
The stuff that you use to play your games, whether it's your like TV, like all that,
Yeah,
like, your screens, all that
the
kind of stuff,
screens.
you always update. So those things are expensive.
Yeah.
But you're not the kind of person who kind of pushes all your responsibilities aside. Like you're not
Exactly.
not paying your car insurance
Exactly.
or your
Not
gas,
paying- I
or
ain't
your
paying
phone
all
bill,
sorts
or
of stuff. Yeah.
all that kind of stuff before you buy whatever else you want to do game wise. Like
Exactly.
I don't see that.
I
from
feel like as long as things are
responsibilities
taken
taken
care of, you know, and you have, it's not like I'm using grocery money to buy video games and have no groceries.
You think I would let you do that?
You know what I mean? Like that's not what I personally do. And I know I have the reputation, at least with my boys, and I have the reputation that Kofi buys everything. But yo, I'm
That's
low
what
key
they're
be,
asking.
I
Yeah.
low key be chilling. I be chilling lately though. I feel like there was a time where I used to buy a lot more
You have
stuff.
less responsibilities.
But yo, nowadays, yo, I don't buy too much stuff as some people would assume. I really don't. I really don't buy as much things.
I guess like people see maybe like your setup or like
Yeah.
when you do buy something.
It's
obviously you're
expensive.
gonna
It's
update.
expensive
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
So I understand, but I feel like when it comes to even your gaming, like not your gaming hobbies, your hobbies, like what do you really be spending money on? You clothes,
Yeah, clothes, nails.
nails, coffee. You love your coffee.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
I don't be spending like how you be spending.
That's a damn lie, though, because once she buys her clothes, she buys Gucci, she buys Versace, Louis Vuitton.
I don't have Louis Vuitton.
I tried that one. I had to lie, not that one,
Yeah.
but still. But like she's the type that will buy like a $700 belt, $600 belts. You see, at least.
But look, I don't. You be buying. We're about to have an argument here. You bought an $800 thing that you haven't even had in your hands yet.
Yeah, well, I only paid. Look, it's a $5 down deposit. But listen,
$5.
Yeah, deposit. Because
really?
it's not out yet until she's talking about the Steam Deck. Yeah, but take it in. I buy a PlayStation, $700, right? Okay. Look how much endless entertainment I get from my PlayStation. Look how
many outfits I've been putting together with my belt. What do you mean with my belt?
You know what I mean? Like it's a belt. $700 and I get fly.
Was it actually $700?
You know what?
$700.
I got out that phase. I used to be like that. I always had to have like.
Remember you told me you were in
Jordans.
that phase? Yeah, Jordans.
I always had the latest. Yeah. I used to buy them weekly, but I don't know. I'm actually glad that I got out of that clothes situation because for me personally, I if you know me, I don't really take care of my clothes. I'll buy it. It'll be fresh. I'll keep it good for like 2 months, and next thing you know, it's balled up in the corner somewhere.
I actually take care of my clothes, so it's like
it's balled up now. I'm like, if I know I'm going out, then I'll be like, yo, all right, let's go shopping. I'm gonna go buy some new clothes. That's what I'd be doing that type of shit.
Me, I'm the kind of person that I already have
mad outfits, but you probably have shit that you have the tag on and stuff.
I do. Yeah. But I'm waiting for like the perfect. But like my hobbies, but my hobbies aren't like mad. Okay, I bought like 3 expensive belts.
Okay, over 1,000
and
in total.
Was it over? Yeah, it was 2,000. Yeah. And then the bags that I have.
Over 1,000.
No, it was like half. It was like 500.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Don't even check. But either way, we both have expensive things that we like to do. Yeah,
exactly.
But we both take care of our responsibilities first.
That's all that matters. Yeah. I feel like we're on this planet. You might as well enjoy some stuff, man. Yeah. Bust our ass. We work so hard. As long as we take care of what needs to be taken care of. You want to buy something, buy it, yo.
Yeah. I would never like control your funds and be like, you can't buy this.
Yeah, exactly. And the last question that we have before we get out of here, this one's from Sedin. He says, how do you divide household labor to ensure the maximum amount of willingness? What's he trying to say here? Household labor, like cleaning, cooking,
laundry, cooking, yeah.
I hate laundry. I hate folding clothes. That's what I hate.
I don't mind it. But you have, this is what.
All right, go ahead. Get it off.
Your laundry habits are so irritating to me. You have like 50,000 boxers and I'm folding them. I'm just like, yo, why do you change that much? Like, are you shitting in it every single day? Like, but I don't understand.
Yo, you need a new pair of
every day.
Every day.
But then there's 7 days in a week.
Yeah, I run through.
You change 4 or 5 times a day.
You know why? Because the ones I go to sleep with, the ones I go to work with, I take out. When I shower, and I put on new ones.
Okay.
Right? So it's like twice. I wear like.
So 14, yeah. But there's more, because you know what it is? You wait until the laundry's like 2 weeks. And then I'm there like doing so many loads. Like, I'm so irritated.
Yeah. Clothes, laundry, folding clothes. I hate that. So how I see of dividing household labor.
I hate doing washroom.
Yeah,
I will not do the washroom.
I don't mind doing that too. So
I don't mind doing dishes.
Exactly. I hate washing dishes. Like, I don't mind cooking, but I hate cleaning up after.
I'd rather you cook because I'm lazy.
So I feel like, when in a relationship, y'all just have to discuss what y'all hate and what y'all don't mind really doing, and kind of divide the work like that. In my personal opinion, if you were like a housewife, like your housewife, you ain't going to work, you're doing most of the of the thing. Because I feel like at that point, that's your job. Yeah. I ain't trying to work, come home and clean up like the whole place.
Okay, let's mix this up a little bit. Say I'm a housewife, but I'm also a stay-at-home mom.
I still feel like
no.
You didn't even let me finish. Yo, she didn't even let me finish about no. You see, this is where we go scrap. So take it. Right now, obviously, you're a teacher. If you were a stay-at-home mom, I ain't busting my ass for 12 hours, 10 hours a day, pulling up, and I have to come and wash some dishes.
Newborn mom.
But they be sleeping. If you have a newborn, they be sleeping though.
What babies have you been around? Like what?
Yeah, they be sleeping though.
They be sleeping, but imagine as a woman, you just gave birth, okay?
Yeah, okay, so you bust, you tired.
I'm tired.
You in pain.
I'm gonna sleep when the baby's sleeping. I'll try to do some things in the house, like I'll try to do a load of like laundry or like.
I'll of course help out.
Yeah.
When baby's involved,
you
of
better,
course.
or else you die. Like what do you mean?
Of course, would help out, but in the sense of like, yo, if I'm making
just,
mad bank, I'm like, yo, you stay home, and I mean, I got everything. If I come home, you sleeping in bed. Laundry ain't done. Yeah, dishes ain't washed. That's a problem, right?
Yeah,
it's reasonable.
That's reasonable, yeah.
Right?
That's reasonable.
Yeah, so when it comes to two people that are working though in the workforce, we have to just divide the work, man. When one person is tired, you pick up the slack.
Yeah.
Or one person can't do this, then you help each other. I think that's the key in a relationship. You know what it is? I see that people be having issues picking up after each other.
Yeah.
That's what some people are not good at that. For me, I think I'm good at that. In the sense where if you didn't manage to get to do something or if you dropped something or you left like a bottle somewhere, I would like put it away.
Yeah.
I've been in situations where like that in itself turns out to be huge problems.
What do you mean?
So like just like something that could be easily resolved, or you could just pick up after me where I make a mistake. When you make a mistake or you left something behind and I just pick up after you, we work in unison like that. Some people can't handle that, yo. They'll just kill you for like having that. Like, okay, like this clothes is on the floor. Like you could have easily like, if you see I was busy and occupied doing something, you could have just handled that for me and now turn it into an argument.
Fight,
obviously, like if something is super recurrent and it's bad, and it should be discussed, right? And like talked about, so I could be aware of it. But
I also feel like there could be two sides to it. Yes, as a couple, or even like just living with people, like cohabitating with people. Like when I was back at home, like I'm picking up, like I don't pick up after people, but like we help each other.
Help each other out.
If I'm washing my dishes, and let's just say my sister puts hers in,
you're not gonna leave it and be like,
I'll wash hers for her, and like, go do whatever, and like I'm good here, or whatever.
I don't like people that be doing that stuff like that.
Yeah, we do that for each other.
Yeah. However,
both of us are not children, so I shouldn't just be like constantly like, we don't pick up after each other the whole day.
Yeah.
That's I'm a teacher. I do that the whole day. I'm not gonna come home and do that too, kind of thing. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with helping each other. Yeah.
That's how I see it in a relationship, you know. Yeah. There's another part to his question. He says, also, how do you guys communicate with one another when an issue may occur? For me, I actually never was like this in the past, but as you know, I've been in other relationships, and you know, you learn from the past, right? And that's what you learn from the past. So I used to be, when an issue or a problem used to occur, I used to be the person that like kind of wanted to like ignore it or just not solve the issue right away and kind of just be like, leave me alone type of thing. And you know, I used to be like one of them type of people. But you know, as I
actually can't picture you like that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because I've never been like that with you. Yeah. That's why. But
as
I you know, have matured in relationships, I've learned to solve issues at like right there and then when there's a problem.
Yeah.
I try not to give too much space in that. I'm like, yo, we have an issue, let's solve the issue and let's move forward. And I feel like that way has been better. Even the little rifts that we have had in the past, I feel like I'm happy that I took those approaches and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That like, yo, try to solve the issues.
I think in hindsight, me too. Like, I'm glad. Like, but for me, I feel like my, I guess, fighting style is that I want to be left alone. Like, I don't want anyone to talk to me. I don't want to resolve it right then and there. I want to like not talk to you, like that kind of thing. And in the moment, I'm like, oh, this is so irritating. Like, I don't want to sit here and talk about this kind of thing. Like, I feel like I'm being held hostage. Like, I don't want to talk about this. But in hindsight, I feel like it helped more.
Yeah. So that's how I did. I never used to be like that, but you know, that's how, you know, this is, I want shit to go smooth as hell, yo, because I don't want no issues.
I think for me, I told you before, like if I were to get into just even one argument, I'm like, yeah, like how Meds was saying, like I was that kind of person. Like if one thing happened I didn't like, I was like, yo, goodbye. Like I'm good. Like I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. I remember I tried that.
That's not flying. That's not flying with me.
That would not let me go.
That's not flying with me. So yeah, man, that's all the questions. Big shout out to the Patreons for sending them in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Mix it up a little bit, you know, the gaming content a little dry out here in the streets. But, you know, you got me and Addie to give you guys some entertainment to hold you guys down. So it was fun. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Do you have anything left to say?
Love you.
You know?
love your people.
All right, so we out of here, and hope all y'all have a great day. Y'all take it easy. Peace.